how to get the perfect Heroes of the Storm build quickly. If you're just learning a new character or you're dusting off an old character and you want to make sure you have that build fine-tuned, this is the video for you. But hey, if this is your first time here, my name is Chillrogg. I have a Heroes of the Storm channel. In this channel, we talk about all the tips and tricks that you guys need to get that win rate up, to get some more wins under your belt in Storm League. Currently, I'm a Heroes of the Storm Masters player, and I have been for the past 4 years. I've also done the Bronze to Masters challenge 4 times. You're not going to have to worry about, hey Chillrogg, this strategy is for Masters, for really high elo players. It doesn't work in Silver, it doesn't work in Platinum. I know the strategies that work in every single rank because I've done Bronze 5 all the way to Masters. I know what's going to work in low elo, I know what's going to work in Gold, Mid, and High elo. These strategies we'll talk about in this channel, they're going to apply across the board for everything you need to know. So if you find you're getting value out of this video, definitely smash that like button below. And if you want to see more of these kinds of guides, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. Alright, with all that said, let's jump into the video and we'll answer the question of how you can get your perfect build for all of your heroes. Google.com, the secret to knowing the perfect build. Just kidding. Alright, so you Google Heroes Profile, and you go here. This is going to be step 1 of 3. There's 3 steps to getting your perfect understanding of what exactly to build for each hero. HeroesProfile.com, and then the next part you're going to go to is the Heroes Stats button right here, Heroes Stats. This will take you to a long list of heroes. You can see all these heroes on here. They have a lot of stats here. A lot of numbers, a lot of options here. Don't be intimidated, it's very easy. We'll go through it. So let's start with a hero we want to know a build for. We'll say Greymane, for example. Greymane's popular. Now you have these options. What do these options do? You're going to want to filter. Usually I like to filter for Master Diamond. I want to know what the best players are playing. Even if I'm in Gold or Silver, you could take a look at what Gold and Silver is doing. I want to know what the very best players are taking because I'm going to emulate them most of the time. Okay, so we filter for Master and Diamond, and then another filter you can consider is for the map. If there's a certain map, builds will change based on the map. So you can check and uncheck all these maps, and you can see what everyone's taking on the various maps. And then finally, time frame 1 week. We'll grab a few weeks just to have a better sample size. Be careful with this time frame. If a hero was just reworked, or was reworked before a certain date, and you want to know about the stats for that hero, so if I were to do Cassia right now, because Cassia has just recently been changed, I wouldn't want to do it in the past because that data is no longer relevant. It's not good data. We'll want to just do it from the change afterwards. So we filtered for a bunch of weeks before because Greymane's been the same for a long time. That's fine. Master Diamond, Storm League, of course. We'll do all the maps for now. This is really good data. Look at all this data. We have the popularity. These are the important columns. Popularity, how often it's picked. So Wolfheart 10% of the time. People don't pick it that much. Perfect game, cocktail build, 8% of the time. People don't pick it that much. Viciousness, 81% of the time. This looks very, very promising. And it has the highest win rate as well. You probably want to take Viciousness at level 1. And I'm a Greymane player. I pretty much always take Viciousness. I can confirm that's good. Now look at this. This level 4 talent, it's not quite so cut and dry. So it's 54% popularity versus 37. That's kind of close. So in this case, you want to investigate a little further. You want to read the talents and say, why is it close? What's the deal? Why are these Masters and Diamonds going back and forth? And look, the win rate's pretty close too, 52 versus 53. It's not even a full percent apart. It's very close. Thick Skin is giving 2 charges a block. Okay. So it's pretty good sometimes, 2 charges a block, maybe into like Zul'jin, maybe into like Leoric or something that hits pretty slowly and does a lot of damage. But 2 charges a block can also be totally useless if you're against Double Mage, or if you're against somebody who auto attacks really, really fast, like Tracer auto attacks 4 times per second. 2 charges of block is going to get you 0.5 seconds of block Tracer auto attack. That's useless. That's not good at all. In that case, Thick Skin won't be good, and you'll want to go for something else. And this seems to be the backup choice. That's what you're going to want to do for each talent here. You want to look, you see, is there a clear number 1? That's probably what I want to take. Is it close? Why are they going back and forth and picking these 2 different things? Same thing level 7, look, it's pretty close, 58 to 33, not that close. Unless you can go like really aggressive comfortably on Greymane, you probably want to go Quicksilver bullets. So Quicksilver's extra range, you're nice and safe back there shooting. But sometimes you go for this extra damage. You don't need the range if you can just play really aggressive. Maybe you have double support behind the Greymane or basically no CC for you. And yeah, you'll go through each talent and you'll look at the percentages and you'll say, what's the clear pick? Like some of them are close, some of them are not. Look, on the Prowl, it's pretty dominant here. That's part 1. Few things to be careful about this. On some, so like Vala Q build is going to skew all of this a lot. A lot of people only play Vala and only play on Battlefield of Eternity. So Q build is going to look really high on the list if you go general and Vala. But if you turn off Battlefield of Eternity, it's probably going to just go all in favor of multi-shot build. Let's take a look. We'll check Vala. And we'll say, what are people taking? They're taking multi-shot, or they're taking Q, what are they taking? So we'll turn off everybody except Master Diamond. We want to know what the best people are doing. We'll give it a few weeks. And we'll make sure it's just for Storm League, because we don't want to know about Quick Match. And we can see Hot Pursuit is the most popular. Oh, and Creed is the most popular. Look at this, Creed. This is a really hard to finish quest that I think is greedy. Cube or multi-shot build usually gets more damage. Wow, I would definitely go Punishment over Creed. Okay, surprising. Manticore for sure. I like Frost Shot too, I don't know. The point is, look, 24% on Q build here. But if we take out Battlefield of Eternity, let's see what it drops to. 24%, and I think it's going to drop a lot because we take out Battlefield. It drops to 14, drops to 10%, so now it doesn't look very compelling at all. Keep that in mind, that certain maps might skew this information a little bit, so keep an eye on it. Also, one last thing, it's probably not going to work very well for Varian because all these talents, it's not going to say like, you know, Varian is basically like kind of like 3 different heroes. Like Taunt Varian is kind of like Garrosh-ish. Colossus Smash Varian is kind of like Butcher-ish. Like this is very rough comparisons. Twin Blades Varian is kind of like Illidan-ish. It's like 3 totally different heroes. You know, it'll say the popularity rates, but it won't say like which talent is going with which variant. So for variant, it's not going to work very well. So just keep that in mind. So this is part 1. This is where you get your baseline and you say, okay, for each talent here, you write them down. You say level 1, I'll take this. Level 4, I'll take this if they have this, and this if they have this, or whatever. You'll work all that out. And then what you'll do is you want to confirm that. How do you confirm that? Let's go to YouTube and we'll look up a guide. We'll check out our favorite YouTubers and we'll search here for a YouTube guide. Basically, we'll just go in the search bar and you'll type in, you know, like Greymane guide, Gul'dan guide, or whatever hero you want to play, and just look for a reliable name you can trust. If there's a lot of views, it's usually a good indicator. You know we're high-level players or know a lot about the game, you know, like Not Paradox, Jay Howe, you know, like the big ones. But make sure it's not just somebody who's just randomly uploading videos and giving you their opinion, and check the date is fairly current. So look for a guide. If you can find one that's fairly current from a name you trust, I've got hero guides up on youtube.com/Chillrogg as well. You can check out my guides, see what a high-level player, maybe watch 1 or 2, and see what they say you should pick and say why. And that'll be part 2. Match up your findings with a YouTuber. Part 3, the most important way for sure, head over to Twitch, part 3. You can go to my channel, it just defaults to Chillrogg because like, that's my channel. Heroes of the Storm. Just look for a Twitch streamer. You might not want to check out these super high viewers because you might not be able to get their attention to ask them questions about, hey, you know, I'm confused about the so-and-so level 13 talent. What do you think? A lot of these really knowledgeable players are here and you can get their attention. You know, look, this is 1.7K, it'd be hard to talk to. Grubby has 400. It might be hard to talk to, maybe not. 200 maybe. Once you get down to this range, which is about where I hang out, you can come to my Twitch channel and ask me. I'll answer all your questions. You can pick someone's brain live time and you can say, or like we talked about before, why does Greymane have these 2 level 4 talents being back and forth? Which situations do you take one versus the other? And you can ask questions and you can see their opinion and get their input on what you should take. And there's this great resource, you know, all these streamers, you can check them all out. Just ask them questions. So that's how you find the perfect build for all those heroes that you want to know exactly what build you need to get in Stormlane and get that win rate up. Start putting some wins under your belt. Like I mentioned before, if you have questions, if you want to jump to part 3 of that 3-part process and you want to say, what do I take here, what do I take there? Check me out at twitch.tv/Chillrogg. I stream Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So catch me there. Once again, if you like this video, smash that like button below. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. And let me know in the comments below as well. Where are you guys in your personal journey? Are you in bronze trying to get to silver? Are you in diamond trying to get to master? And thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.